I have students from time to time, and the main thing that I try to get across to them is to learn to see what you're looking at. The whole trick is we have like perceptions in our mind about what a person looks like, what your friend looks like, your dog looks like. But trying to put that onto a piece of paper or create something, whether it's a sculpture, or a painting, it's a different thing. You start finding out what makes it look round, what makes it look far away, what makes it look close. Most of all, what makes it look like what it is. That's the trick. Hi, I'm Charles Berry. I go by Chuck. I've been a painter for about 25 years. Originally, I was born in Missouri, spent most of my life in Michigan and in around the Detroit area. I didn't have too much formal training. I tried going to school a couple of times, um, but I kind of worked for a totalitarian father. He was a good guy, but, well, this interest came from my Native American heritage, although it's small. My great grandmother was Cherokee, and I've always admired and respected the Native Americans a lot. And their way of life has disappeared, but we still have books and movies and a lot of people who still know about it. Anyway, work was the most important thing in his life, and he expected me to feel the same way. So I did, and went on, and I went in and out. I tried painting, here and there, somehow surviving and life required other of me. And I didn't really get serious until I think I was 50. We moved out to Arizona, to Phoenix there. Didn't know anybody, but we were living in St. Louis at the time, and it just wasn't a good situation for us, work-wise or anything else. So we came out here, and first I got a job as a car salesman. I worked for 2 days, nearly had 2 wrecks from the drivers. I quit that profession. Then I saw an ad in the paper for an artist, and I thought, that's me. Or wannabe anyway. And I went down and I got the job. It was kind of like a art mill. And the company was based out of Florida and had an office here on 7th Street and Indian School Road. My ponies kind of go along with the Western atmosphere. I love horses, and they're just amazing, amazing animals. I do quite a few, and there's an interest out here in Arizona for them, so that's good for me. So, what do you want me to paint? Well, just paint, okay? You like landscapes? Yeah, I like landscapes. So I did that for about 2 years. Not for a lot of money, but what it did was it put me in the direction I wanted to be. I'm fairly good at a variety of things. It's the only thing I was ever really good at. So you kind of have to follow your passion.
Yep.
Oh, it really varies a lot. Sometimes tourists are coming out, and I'm in 3 galleries right now. And of course, the gallery business has been on the decline for several years now. But everybody's hobbling along, doing what they can to make it work. But yeah, a lot of people from the Midwest come out here, and they're intrigued by the West and what they see, so they'll take a piece like this home for souvenirs. And a lot of people, people raise horses all over, so it's not like it's unique to Arizona. One thing led to another, and I got into some galleries, and things flourished pretty well for, about 12, 15 years. And well, actually, till about things started going down with the recession in 2010. And but I was making a living, okay, fine, before that. But everybody started going out of business, so there was no one left to sell to. Galleries were closing, wholesalers, designers, everybody was cutting back, going down. So I've just been trying to reinvent myself here into 3 galleries now, and I've got positive feelings about the future. I know it doesn't look rosy right now, but I believe it's getting better, and you've got to be an optimist, or you quit. Simple as that. Something a little different. I bounce around, and I've always had an attraction for polar bears. They're just such neat critters. And let's see, what else might we have here? Wolves, of course.
Oh, I remember the zebra one right there.
I'm not sure if the glass will be a problem with that or not.
No, it'll be fine. I'll just get a different angle.
I do some work in pointillism with pen and ink. So those are all dots.
Oh,
Everything's
wow.
a dot.
Yeah, I learned that at OSHA. That was one of the first projects we did. We couldn't stand it.
Takes about 30 days to do one of these.
Wow.
And about 3.5, 4 hours a day, and then you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding me are what I like to paint. I do like to paint a variety of things. One, it wards off monotony, and you don't get stuck in a rut doing the same thing over and over again. Sometimes that's what it takes to become more famous or more noticed. But animals have always been my passion. Some of my Native American work comes from my grandmother on my mother's side being a Cherokee. Between the Native American and the landscapes. The landscapes are what I was painting for the art studio for 2 years. But I like painting things that make people feel at peace. Beautiful landscapes, a meadow, whatever. Things that make your home look good, make you feel good, and things that make you think. And I try to do that with my animals, with many of them based on the connection of the eye. I love painting the animals looking right at you. And maybe I'm trying to say, I'm beautiful. Why would you want to harm me? I don't know. Sounds foolish, but I do believe the way nature goes, so we go. Hualapai, Native American. The photo I worked from was done by Edward Curtis, one of the very famous photographers of the Old West. Spent about 30 years out here traveling with all his equipment from camp to camp, doing fantastic photos. Hopefully the people that buy my work love my painting too. Let's see, what else can we talk about?
Whatever you want to talk about, frankly.
I am now 80 years old. Been through a variety of things in my life that no need mentioning. Some wonderful and some not so good. I did live on a boat for a year in the Caribbean, and that was a tremendous experience. Yeah, when you're out there gliding in the ocean and you have 40 or 50 porpoise come up and stay with you for a couple of miles, it's just breathtaking, really something. So my wife and I would take turns who's steering and who would go up on the bow and play with the dolphin. They were really amazing. I think that they are connected to our survival. They all play a part. Everything in nature does. I don't care whether it's snakes or scorpions, any kind of bugs. They all make things work. And I think that societies need to realize that, especially with all the pesticides and things they use, that they're harming and diminishing nature, whether it's bees or termites, I don't care. They all play a part, and it ends up being our ability to live on this planet. So I don't know, it's just compassion for when I see them being destroyed and hunted for their fur. They're too beautiful and they're too innocent. I don't get it. We need more animals, maybe a few less people. I don't know. I think just a zest for life and enjoying all that I can while I'm alive. And I hope that's for some time yet. I hope to do a lot more painting. And I hope that I can enrich other people's lives from some of the work I do. At least create some awareness to make them ask more questions and delve into the beauty of this world around them. I should have done that. Here's to us and longevity. That was interesting. I've never done that before. I'm not that much of a talker, that's funny. Normally. I guess I had something to say.
Maybe you
Okay.
can say.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
My inspiration. My
50 years.
My biggest fan.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Hard to imagine, 50 years.
50 years.
That's-
We were babies.
Wow. I hope I can get to that point. That'd be great.
Well, you certainly have a good start. She's lovely.
Yeah, she is. She's something else. What do you think of Chuck's artwork here?
I'm his biggest fan.
You better.
I'm his biggest fan.
Well, I know he couldn't do it all without you.
No, I couldn't. Without that support, you got to be partners.